Alright, welcome back to the Roblox course, and in this lecture we're going to talk about the surface of a part. Now, I have mentioned this in the previous lecture just shortly at the end, and we're now going to actually look at some of the surfaces. So to look at this, make sure that you are in the Model tab, and then you can see the surfaces here, and we are going to try this at this position part. We're going to just try out a few things. So for example, the surface, we can say, for example, studs, and then we can actually basically move around and specify which surface we want the studs to be in. So let's say, for example, well, I actually want the studs to be on the, it's actually not that easy to navigate. Let's say, on the side and also at the top. Right, I like this. So that's pretty good, right? And then let's say what I want is I want inlets on this side and inlets on this side as well. Why not? There you go. So now we have some, special surface here. And inside of our properties here, when we have the part selected, we can see that, first of all, we have some, surface inputs. Those are not really interesting to us at this moment in time. What is interesting to us is here down the surface. As you can see, we can also change the surface down here now. So for example, the left surface is this one. We can actually change this here as well. So we could, for example, say, well, I actually want it back to smooth, and then it's smooth. Or of course, we have other things, stepping motor. We have universal, which is studs and inlets alternating. We have a weld, we have glue, and we have hinge as well, and an inlet that is also something we have seen. Right, so there, and motor, of course, as well. Now, what some of them do, we will not discuss right now. However, what we are looking at is just that we can change the surface of a normal part, basically. Now, this is changeable via script as well. Right, so we find ourselves here in this example script just for the sake of argument right now, and we're gonna get the part. This is gonna be game.workspace.position part. This is the one we've used, and if we then say part, we can should see that we have back surface, as we can see here, and this is something that we can access. We can actually set this to a surface type, and this is done by using the enum once again. So enum.surfaceType dot, and then we can let us define the type. So let's just say we're going to use a motor just for the sake of argument, because the position part at this moment in time doesn't have a motor. We have smooth, studs, inlet, and studs. So this should set the back surface to a motor. Let's play and see what happens. And if we look at this guy, this is the one we actually move. So let's just see here. Position part, it's this guy. There we go. There is the motor. And so this is the way we can actually change the surface via the script as well. Right. This is just a short overview for the surface. Just so once again it is mentioned, and we're going to look at some of the functionality later down the line as well. Yeah, so that was it for this lecture, and I hope it was informative for you. If there are any questions, of course, always feel free to ask, and I'll be sure to respond, and yeah.